Hey, I just released a video called RATATAMILTON. It's the Ratatouille Hamilton crossover you've been waiting for. There's a really fun music video, so you should go watch it and stream it on Apple Music and Spotify and stuff, or whatever. Alright, enjoy the video, bye! It's spooky season! And the scariest thing this year is Disney's business practices. Let me take you back to a point in my life where the scariest things were Herobrine and the thought of my webkins getting sick. I've always had a low tolerance for scary stuff. It's never something I've enjoyed, so every time Halloween would Monstober. I was always nervous watching TV around Halloween because I liked the fun episodes, but there was also scary episodes that I didn't like. But now that I'm a grown butt man, it's time to revisit these Halloween episodes and see if I had a right to be scared or if I was just homeschooled. And yeah, I intend to wear my cloak for this entire video. It has a hood! The first episode we're gonna look at is Hannah Montana, Season 1, Episode 17, Torn Between Two Hannahs. The episode opens with Miley and her dad playing a new song, because of course it does. But uh-oh, Miley's cousin Luann is coming to town, and Miley thinks she's evil. Also, Lily and Oliver are there just doing whatever. Luann arrives and gasp! She looks just like Miley. Isn't that fun? Episodes where an actor plays two different characters is kind of a staple for Disney Channel, and they'd always make me laugh because they always stand so far apart. I understand that there's less room for error the further apart they stand, and believe me, I've done this effect many times, but you can always tell by the way the shots are framed that something's really wrong. Well, after being really mean to Luann, Miley feels bad and invites her to a Hollywood Halloween party.
If you still want to stay, there's a really great Hollywood Halloween party that I'd love to take you to.
Dude, a Hollywood Halloween party? That's crazy! But it turns out Miley was right and Luann is evil. She tied up Miley in her closet and Luann is going to the party as Hannah. I absolutely love that she was tied up with a scarf because a normal rope would not have gone with that outfit, girlfriend. Once Miley breaks free from the scarf that she was bound by, she has Oliver's mom drive her to the party to confront Luann. At the party, they can't find Luann because everyone is dressed like Hannah, including me. Luann gets on the stage and she's gonna expose Miley's secret. For some reason, I don't really know why, but they cut the lights and pull her off stage before she can. So they're all home safe, Luann goes back to her house, and Miley still has her double life on lock. There was also a random subplot where Jackson and their dad were competing with their neighbor to see who had the best Halloween decorations, but it really was not important at all. On the spookiness meter, this episode gets about a 3. I'd hardly even call it a Halloween episode. But on the fun meter, it also gets about a 3. This episode's kinda boring.
You're supposed to hand out candy, not traumatize my kid!
I'm a firm believer that Wizards of Waverly Place is one of, if not the best Disney Channel show of all time, so I'll take any opportunity to talk about it. This is Wizards of Waverly Place Season 3, Episode 2, Halloween. I think they could have given the episode title 5 more minutes. When the Waverly Place Fall Festival comes around, the Russos are in charge of making a super scary haunted house. But a guy in a suit comes by and says that if it's not scary enough, they don't get to be in charge of the haunted house ever again. What are the wizards gonna do in this situation? In an effort to make it scarier, Alex goes down to the ghost world, which by the way is never mentioned again throughout this entire series. Well, she goes down there to get some ghosts who are scary, but not too scary. After not being impressed by these ghosts, Alex goes back down to get scarier ones. But all the ghosts are out trick-or-treating because the only thing ghosts can eat is candy. So you mean to tell me there is a ghost world full of ghosts that can only eat candy and only collect the candy on Halloween? That's kinda screwed up. What if one year there's not enough candy? Is there a ghost famine? We really need a Disney Plus original series that takes place in the Wizards of Waverly Place universe because this show has a lot of unanswered questions. So since everyone is gone, she gets the only ghost left, a guy who used to scare Justin when he was younger. So the suit man comes by to go through their haunted house, and I gotta say, they really stepped it up with some of the scariest costumes I've ever seen. You got a skeleton, a guy getting carried away by a clown, a ghost with a mustache named Ricky.
Go scare those kids, Ricky. What? I need my mustache.
And Cher?
I got you, babe. I'm sure.
I'm kind of with the suit guy on this one. I don't think they should be in charge of the haunted house. Well, right before the suit guy leaves, the scary ghost comes out and does a scary face for them, and everyone runs away, and the suited man said that was too scary, and they're no longer in charge of the haunted house. But they all had fun, and that's what's important. On the spookiness meter, this episode gets about a 5, and on the fun meter, it gets about a 6. This episode has a lot of fun little spoopy things. Little spoopy things. But it still has a lot of comedy that I can still enjoy to this day.
Halloween is not about pumpkins or blood or pies. It's about life lessons.
I saved this next one for last because, oh boy, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Season 1, Episode 19, The Ghost of Sweet 613. This episode used to scare the living daylights out of me, and I think you'll see why. Right as the episode opens, we establish that Zack is being a silly goose and is playing practical jokes on everyone all week, and won't shut up about how Cody is super easy to scare. So when Maddie conveniently mentions the ghost of 613, of course they have to go check it out, and when they go upstairs they run into Muriel, who tells them a story of a beautiful rich girl who got cheated on in 1942 and died. So naturally, they go and look at the room. They get there just in time for Mr. Mosby to show up and tell a story of when he encountered the ghost. It's also at this point that the ghost delivers the greatest line in cinematic history.
I hate pizza. It reminds me of my unfaithful husband.
Absolutely iconic. So Zack scares them some more, teases Cody, and bets him $5 to spend the night in the haunted room with him. But their mom says they can only go if London and Maddie are with them. Mom, can we stay the night in the haunted hotel room upstairs? Well, only if those 14-year-old girls that I kind of know stay with you. Yay! I looked it up and Ashley Tisdale was actually born in 1985, which means when this aired in 2005, she was 20? You cannot convince me that this is a 20-year-old person. That is a child. So Zack, Cody, Maddie, London, and Esteban are all spending the night in the haunted hotel room when Arwen comes in and a ton of spooky stuff happens.
Mother's at bingo and I don't have to be home till 10. Okay.
Arwen runs away, and that's when Esteban says they should help the ghost cross over to a better place. This is where the episode starts to go off the rails. How do you help a ghost cross over to a better place, you ask? Well, by channeling the spirit world, of course.
I know how to contact the spirit world.
You do?
Of course. Shall we begin?
So Esteban channels the spirit of the dead ghost in what has to be the most terrifying scene Disney has ever let run on their network. There was a point of my childhood where I was not allowed to watch this episode, and now I know why. The only spirit I want anything to do with is the Holy Spirit. Oh, the overwhelming never. So the ghost gets mad because they won't take her seriously and then kills all of them but Zack. You heard me. That's when we find out it was a prank all along to get back at Zack, and all the spooky stuff happening was just Arwen in the closet. Wow, fun prank, guys. You really got him good. I'm just going out on a limb here. I think this went a little too far. Gotcha, it was all a prank. What? Yeah, remember when you made it look like I farted? Well, we made you think a ghost killed us all right in front of you. I need therapy. On the spookiness meter, this episode gets an 11 because the entire time I was thinking, what made them think this was okay? And on the fun meter, it also gets an 11 because I had an incredible time saying what made them think this was okay throughout the entire episode. Well, that's our 2021 review of Disney Channel Monstober. This video is a little different than usual, but I had a great time making it, and I hope you had a great time watching it. The best thing you can do to support me is by hitting that subscribe button down below, and if you think we should do more videos like this, please leave a comment. I would love to hear your ideas. Until next time, bye! Oh, I hit my head.